Hold up. She said that she can see us. I guess we were live.
Oh my God.
Hold up.
Oh, you gotta edit that out.
Yeah, it was live. It was live. Look.
Oh my God. Play it. Let me see exactly what I said. I can't hear it.
Yeah, we were live. So you want me to delete this?
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear it? We were live. We just couldn't see it. All right. So here's.
Okay, you can delete that.
I guess we're live. So I don't know if we're live or not. We're supposed to be live. Says we're live. Oh, we got one person here. Look.
Hey.
I don't know who that is.
She says Gina says send her the link. Digging out. I hate when people
Oh my
ask me for a
gosh,
link.
dude. Go right, Gina. If you're well, I don't know if she's listening.
She needs the link.
dude-stuff.com/live. It's right there. Look.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna just copy it real quick.
But I want you to see that thing right there. If you look right there, you can see it. You can see it. I'm gonna have one of these.
What?
From Lviv. I'm gonna have my Lviv.
My mom heard everything I said. She's like, if someone wants you to be Barbie for a party. I'm like, damn, I was really caught out there tonight.
Yeah.
Woo, gotta make sure this thing's really like off.
I know, right?
Okay, for that is going to call for a drink.
Gosh.
So is it too strong? You made it too strong, didn't you?
All right.
Damn, Gavin. You were rushing when you made this or something.
Oh.
Jeez, Brown. Aggressive chest hair now.
I know, right? Got some chest hair there. So,
Philippine, you don't got no hair.
Yeah.
Only wish.
I mean, I don't see our video, but I guess we are live. It says we're live.
Somebody say something so we know we're live.
Yeah. I saw you, Ricky, out there saying you're trying to get in earlier. See, look at that logo right there. See that logo? That's my new logo. What does it say?
Do Stuff Podcast tonight. Log in, dostuff.com/live.
There you go. So if they would just go to the daggone thing, if they would just go to the right place. Why am I what? Who's she talking to? Your mom.
What?
So she needs to go to if you go to any of the sites on Facebook, there's a logo right there. And it tells you how to get in. It says right here. Tell her what it says, Amanda.
Okay. dude-stuff.com/live.
Yes, that's what it says. Exactly what it says. And then, not only that, I'm going to put it at the bottom of the screen.
/live.
If I can figure out where it is. I'm
going to
blind.
make a song, a commercial with it.
I'm so blind, guys. So I think this is it.
Need my glasses.
Nope, that's not it. This is it. See that at the bottom of the screen? That's how you get in. Don't go to Facebook. Or if you're going to Facebook, you can go to Facebook to see the same thing right here. How to get in. Or you can just type that and put it in your browser and get in. You can do it that way. However you like. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, Linda's looks like Linda's on Facebook. So that's why she might just be observing tonight. We got our little stickers. These are not bumper stickers. Amanda's like, is that a bumper sticker?
I thought it was. It looks like
Look
a
at that.
Band-Aid.
That's pretty cool, right? Not just for dudes. Y'all girls can come too. Y'all girls can come too. Not just for dudes. He can give you an official dude stuff sticker that you can put on your pop bottle, you can put on your forehead, you can put on your keyboard, your laptop. Oh, laptop sticker. Here you go. Laptop sticker.
Laptop sticker you're dropping
There's
on
your
me.
lap. That's a laptop.
You can put it on your
That's
bottle.
your laptop. Yeah, there you go.
Really cute. The little sticker. I'm gonna put a sticker on me.
That thing is strong.
It is strong.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna slow down on that.
I guess it didn't mix properly.
Yeah, we need to shake it.
So
Ooh, I wish I could get
we're trying to wait till people to come in.
Get it. Whatever. I'll get it later.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. But so yeah, we're looking for people to come in to do stuff live.
Do stuff live.
I'm gonna put it down in the chat window here in case y'all. I don't know why. So everybody goes to Facebook, and then the first thing they see is this big logo. It says, "I wonder if I could bring that screen in here." Let's see. I'm gonna try something new, guys. I'm gonna try to bring that other screen over here. I'm gonna try to bring this screen in. See that screen right there? You see that screen? Right there? That's if you look, see the screen right here at the bottom in the blue text, it says login. If you go there, it says dude-stuff.com/live. That's how you join us in chat. Or if you go right here, see this right here? That's actually a link. This is actually a link. So if I go over here and do this, see that thing? See it toggling? That's a link. See it toggling when I go over there? It's toggling. I'm gonna actually, it's a pinned post. So if I toggle that, boop, 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 see that? Boop, 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 boop.
Boop, boop, boop.
And you click that, then you could join us that way. Or we'll go to this other screen. This is the other dude stuff. See that? If you click that, then you will be right in here with us. You can chat with us. You won't be on Facebook.
Boom.
It will not be on Facebook. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it.
Anywho.
Now I gotta figure out how to undo this. Oh, who's it? Look like Bossy Haywood likes video, likes live video and do stuff. I'm gonna. Okay, looks like he's gonna come on in a few seconds. Mr. Haywood. See Mr. Haywood?
Has he ever come on before?
He has not. He has not.
We got a newbie tonight,
I
y'all.
don't even know how to do. I guess you do that. Boom. Okay, so we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. So Amanda had a live mic. Now you can't get mad at me for my live mic.
I know, right?
Because you have one too. So
Here,
it's 1 to 1.
I was busting at him for
1 to 1.
having a live mic talking
Yelling
on it.
at her old man.
Yeah. So it's good for makeup later.
What's that, water?
Yeah, it's water.
Just don't
Clear my throat.
don't spill that on my
I
Telecaster.
never do. I always have it sitting there. That's him now.
Is it? Depends on who the him is.
Oh my goodness. We'll handle this little argument later.
So yeah, Ricky, I don't know if you're still around. I don't know if you're still around, Ricky, but yeah, it should all work. Maybe I didn't forward it. You know that? I might not have forwarded it. Let me just check. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to. I might not have forwarded this link. Maybe that's why y'all can't get in. It says no mic access. Boom. So I'm gonna just see if I can get in. So if that gets in, yeah, I don't think I might not. Hey. Oh, hold on. I didn't forward it, guys. I did not forward it. 68JT. Oh shoot! Sorry guys, I have to do a port forward. That's why y'all can't get in. Hold on just a second. I apologize. I did not forward the link. Could you lean back, Amanda?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry everybody. I did not forward the link. My domains. So I have to log into my server. Oh shoot. And forward it. Oh shoot. So yeah, y'all can yell at me because I did not forward. Oh shoot, that's the wrong thing. So talk to him, Amanda, because
Whoa. Well, what are you working on anyway? What are you doing?
I have to see. Look, I'll show you. See this? See this WDCXU68JT.
Uh-huh.
All right, that is the current. All right, so here's what I gotta do. I go right here, and then I gotta go here, edit, and then I got to. No, I'm sorry. I gotta go down here and do an invite. See this invite?
Uh-huh.
I have to copy that. See what it ends in? 2HLYS. You see that? You see that?
Oh yeah, sure. My blind eyes.
Well, but you just look at the last letters. YS, right?
Okay.
So I copy this whole thing, copy, and then see this down here? See it's /live. See it doesn't end in the same thing? That's the old one. So I gotta delete that. And then I gotta go back, and then I gotta put this live redirects to the thing I just copied. See that?
Mm-hmm.
And now it'll work. Sorry, everybody. I will post you the correct link. It'll work now. If you refresh your browser, it'll work now. I didn't redirect that thing. So if you go to this link that I just sent, you can get there that way. So my apologies. Y'all can yell at me now. I'm posting a link at the top. Post. Boop. So if you guys go back in the group and click on that link, then that'll get you there. Or you can click on the do stuff that's live and get there that way. It should work now. You might have to refresh because I had to forward that. Hey, Nats, what's up, my friend? Hold on, let me see if I can bring you in. I apologize, everybody. That's totally my fault, obviously. I thought if you guys go back in the group and click on that link, then that'll get you there. Or you can click on it. You're listening on Facebook. You're in here now. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I forgot to forward that link, that /live, to the correct redirect. So that's all my bad. So it was routing you to last week's podcast. So we're gonna wait. I think my brother's supposed to be joining, and Ricky and Linda, and who else? There's Ricky.
Is my mom in there? I see her.
So we'll give him a couple minutes to see what's going on.
There's Ricky.
So Nat, what have you been up to, man?
About 5'8".
Okay, I thought you were 5'7".
I mean,
a man always adds an inch, right?
Oh my gosh! Don't say that.
oh man, just trying to finish my website up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me too.
So,
Yeah, you too. Does he know about it?
I don't think so.
Do you want to tell him, or do you want to keep it a secret?
On here?
That's up to you.
That's a secret.
Okay.
Yeah.
She'll tell you after the show.
Yeah, I'll tell you after the show.
Okay.
Some big stuff popping off.
I'm sure you could probably put 2 and 2 together and figure it out.
Yeah, it's in the song, like by Beyonce Savage.
I don't
little
keep up
clue,
with
little
you.
clue.
I'll
You can
look
piece
up.
it together.
You're not giving me much. It's big stuff, and I don't have any other context other than that.
Well, if you were an OnlyFan, you'd know.
If I was what?
Well, you just told him, basically.
I
Might
didn't
as well
hear
tell
you.
him now because you just said it. You just said it.
I didn't even hear
I have started an OnlyFans page.
She's got an OnlyFans now.
It is doing pretty darn good. Yes, I've finally succumbed to doing one.
Look at that blank look on his face.
Wait, what? I'm not hearing you or something. OnlyFans?
You don't know what that is?
Oh man, it's like the new thing now.
You know how remember we were talking about all them people making money off OnlyFans? Well, there you go. Amanda's the next one. I've
only been on it for 3 days, and I'm making money.
She's making more money than she made her whole life put together, combined.
Who knew it could be that easy?
But that's not saying much since she only made $6 in her whole life.
Funny.
Just kidding. Just kidding. So yeah, everybody, refresh your browser.
Oh, this is like paid.
He's looking it up. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. I need to stay up on this stuff. I didn't know that. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool. Here, I'll show you a little glimpse of mine.
All right.
So anybody wants to get in, dude-stuff.com/live. You might have to refresh your browser, as I just had to reprogram that in.
There it is.
Okay.
It's not anything risque or anything. It's just old model pictures. About time I got paid for those.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me post this one more time down here, just in case.
Yeah, he knew about it the whole time and never told me. My friend Rachel Ryan from LA, she moved down here and I ran into her, and she's the one that told me about it.
We actually were talking about that in the podcast, about that girl.
See, I had no idea what you were talking about.
That girl, Bella Thorne.
I hadn't heard anything about that.
Bella Thorne, who made all that money. She made $2 million off of OnlyFans. She did not do any nudity. And then there was a backlash.
How did I do that?
There was a backlash because people were expecting nudity. She didn't do it. So then they charged the chargebacks on their credit cards. And then because of that, all the chargebacks that OnlyFans, the company, had received, then they put a limit now that you can only charge somebody $50 is the max. I don't know if that still applies, but that's the whole thing. So all these other people, the girls were saying, well, I used to charge $100 or whatever, and now I can't charge but $50. Well, the content I'm giving away is worth more than $50. So everybody was basically upset about that. So that's what that whole thing is about.
They were stupid enough to do it. That's what they get, you know.
Well, they weren't stupid because they were expecting one thing, and then she's just showing basically what the same thing you can see on TV. Her pictures from TV. That wasn't worth it to them. So.
No, I feel you. I don't think it's worth $50 unless it's live.
Exactly.
$50.
Exactly.
Live. None of this Memorex stuff.
Mirrors.
Exactly. Gotta be real. Gotta be real.
I'm real.
I'm like Coca-Cola, man. Can't beat the real thing.
Exactly. That's what I say.
Well, that makes me thirsty.
So Nat, did you see that we were live on Facebook or what did you see?
Yeah, you were live on Facebook.
Okay. Because we went
What did you hear?
We went live initially. We didn't realize we were live. She ended up saying something that she regretted. So then we had to stop it and restart it. And I guess when that happened, then our link got regenerated.
Yeah.
And then I had to
missed
forward
the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. So that's kind of where we are. I thought my brother was coming on here, but I don't see him.
Slacker.
So he posted that he was joining, but I think he joined the old podcast, and then I changed it, and he probably didn't. He gave up. I don't know. That would have been his first time on here. But anyways, I guess we'll just kick it off.
Kick it off. Drum roll. What we gonna talk about first, y'all? What is a friend to you? Are we gonna start with that?
Well, I was trying to find something that, in case people join in, but we can start with that. So what's a friend to you?
A friend to me is someone who is always honest.
Honest?
Honest. Even if it's not something I want to hear. Honest with themselves, honest about themselves, honest to you. Just an honest, genuine person as like a friend.
What about you, Nat?
I mean, that's part of it. But my friends who I had forever, man, they go to war for you.
Yeah, somebody who has your back, definitely. I mean, not like if you stole something, they're going to still back you up, but somebody who has your back when it's the right time to have your back. They see somebody trying to hurt you or slander you or whatever, and they're going to stick up for you when you're not around, not just when you're around to see it, but when you're not around.
I forget that's women's war. Our war is usually physical. When they back you.
I think back when you were younger.
Situations much anymore, but when I was younger, I mean, people started giving you beef, and all of a sudden they roll up. And
have you ever had like a girlfriend?
Was that?
Have you ever had a girlfriend that didn't have your back? Like, have you ever dated anybody that just did not have your back?
Yeah.
Doesn't that suck?
That's sad, actually.
It is. Like, I had a boyfriend that didn't have my back, and like he knew my girlfriend was trying to screw me over and even trying to sleep with him behind my back, and he just never told me about it. And then he continued to let her come around and hang out with us and never told me that she was doing this kind of stuff. And then I just found out, spontaneously. So I'm just talking about, like, that's another thing I can't stand is when someone knows something that's happening to you and they just keep quiet about it. They don't say anything to warn you or, like, try to protect you because they just don't like drama or want to get involved.
I say ride or die.
Your friend?
Yeah.
I guess that's actually true.
And I'm not trying to like act crazy in public and then somebody defend me when I get thrown out of somewhere. Obviously, I deserve that. I'm looking for somebody who, like defends me when it's right. Defends my honor, defends my name, defends, when somebody's trying to hurt me, that kind of stuff. Sticks their neck out and defends me. I would do the same in return.
The movie franchise Fast and Furious. I didn't even started watching till the third one came out. I was just like, not that I'm saying I'm opposed to it, but I thought it would be 10 minutes and I'd be bored. Fast cars, fast women, and that's it. But the values, have y'all seen Fast and Furious?
Yeah.
The value is still a family, friends. That's friends. That's ride or die.
Yeah. It's like,
and then like chases you down and makes you right even when you're wrong.
Yeah, even though you don't want to hear it, they have your best interests at heart, or even like, your friends are supposed to be like your therapist. You can go to them and talk to them about anything and you don't have to be worried about judgment. I kind of do that with him. I call him all the time and
yeah, she does.
And sometimes I get mad at him because he's not saying what I want him to say, but I know.
No, I tell her a lot of stuff that she don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Probably every day.
I'm like, whatever. Talk to
every
you
day.
Bye. But I know I simmer on it, and I know it's stuff I need to hear. And he's not saying it to be mean or whatever. He is saying it for my best interest because he cares.
I guess a friend to me is I'm going to use this term. I use a friend to be a soundboard for my own. Sometimes I can't see things if I'm thinking about it internally. So if I use them to bounce it off of or just to just to feel. I guess a friend to me is somebody that I can do that, and they won't judge me. They won't, I could say anything, negative, positive, something that they might not agree to, and then the next day it's like it's not a big deal. Whether it's about something they disagree with, something I disagree with, something society disagrees with, I guess it's somebody that you know that you can do that with, and they can give you honest feedback. You can give them honest feedback, and yeah. In fact, I had this guy friend, right? I knew him for a long time, uh, and we used to just randomly just say things uh, about anything. I mean, like your deepest thoughts, your deepest, people aren't perfect. People have dark sides to them, and this guy, I used to be able to say anything and tell him my darkest things. And actually, it was fun. It was fun to hang out with him sometimes. I mean, I could only take him in small doses, but when we would hang out, we would go to bars. We'd go to a bar, right? And then we would talk, and and we'd go dark. The dark side of us, the darkest side. And I showed him my dark side. He showed me his dark side. And
You never shown me your dark side.
well, it's kind of like a guy dark side thing, and it was just kind of enlightening because you see yourself. It allows you to see yourself without having to outwardly show that side of yourself. Uh, Consequently, we've been friends for a long time, but we quit hanging out because something small. It's funny because like we could probably say anything to each other, and then there was a small issue that made me not want to hang out with him no more.
Like what?
This is stupid, but so here's what he would do. He would call me over, and he knew I had a lot of BMWs in my day, and so I know him a little. I know about him a lot, and so he just bought a BMW and had this problem with the self-leveling thing on the car. And I said, I think I know what's wrong with it. So he told me to come over that Saturday, and he lives like 30 miles from me. So I said, okay, I'll come over and take a look at it. And this is not the first time he'd done that. But anyway, so I came over there. I called him before I went.
I'm surprised. I have an issue with that.
She has an issue with that.
Call before you
just
come.
showing
Just
up.
let everybody know.
So I called him. I said, look, I'm coming over. And then obviously it's 30 minutes away. So by the time I got there, I'm knocking on his door, and he didn't answer the door. And he's done that to me 3 or 4 times, like recently, in like recent history. So I told him I'm never coming over there again. And I've never been over there.
Oh my God.
I've never been over there
You should probably send this to him.
I know
Maybe they need to get the hint.
I know that's trivial, right? That's something really small, but
it's just a pet peeve and you want your respect. So and if somebody doesn't respect the littlest things, they're not going to respect the big things.
Yeah. So anyway,
overstepping boundaries.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should make up with him. I don't know, but that's kind of well. He does have
invite him
some.
On the show. We'll do a makeup. We'll do a makeup series.
Yeah, maybe
we made up Gina and Puckett. We brought them back together. One day he's crying about her on the show, and then the next they're back together on the show. Our love connection.
The one that was the dude was just in shambles.
Yeah, shambles, tears. We couldn't even understand him. I told him we need to put like closed caption underneath of him.
Wow, yeah. I'll just leave that.
Yeah, well, real crazy. They said they were going to get on tonight, actually. I don't know if we're ready for all that crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. So Linda, I see Linda. Is she still on? Is she still in chat? So I don't see nobody in chat over here. So I guess I don't even know. Are they live? Hey, Ricky. Can you see us on Facebook, Ricky? Do you know, Ricky? Hello. She got her mic off.
Okay, I see my mom in there. Is she still on?
No, so this is Facebook. That's Facebook. She's on Facebook. She's not in here in chat and in
she better get on.
StreamYard.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's something I'm doing or didn't do. Yes, what? You're in StreamYard. Okay, so Ricky's in StreamYard and Nat's in StreamYard, right, Nat?
Yes.
Okay, Nat's in StreamYard. So yeah, did you click on a link or did you type it in manually?
Click on the link.
Okay, so the link is working because Nat clicked on it. So there, if you can't get in, it's you this
Too
time.
many margins of errors when you're trying to do it yourself.
Huh?
Get too much margin of error.
Right. Yep, so it is working, just to verify that. I wanted to get some participants in here.
I'm trying.
I don't see nobody chatting.
Looking.
That link should work. I'm gonna just click on this link, see if it works. Enter without mic. So that just popped up. How do I kill this? All right. Sorry about that. I was just testing the link and it does work. I got a bunch of echo. So I guess we'll proceed since we know the link works.
I don't want to talk about this one. Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Things you don't say on a first date. That's juicy.
Is it?
Yeah. Like, hey, baby. Do you do?
Or how
Whoopee
about
on the first date?
ask on the first date?
Did you say that?
How about things you don't ask on a first date?
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Go on.
Go on. What is it?
Oh, I wouldn't say we went out. We
Can I use a rubber?
Can you do
What's
what?
that?
Can I meet your mother?
Can I use a rubber?
Oh,
I mean, can I? Yeah. Yeah, you know.
On the first date?
Can I put the tip in?
Girls can ask that on a first date.
No, I'm talking about guys. Like some of the questions I've heard.
On the first date?
Yeah.
On the first date, everybody.
Guys are terrible. Terrible.
The first date?
Do you use rubbers? Yeah. Like, I mean, after that, it's a done deal.
It is?
Yeah. It's like, I'm done. Like, that is awful. No, it's not a done deal. Like, you.
I thought you.
You.
I thought you meant
Your first dates. No, but yeah, I've heard that crazy stuff. Like, you know. So it went really well, and towards the end, it's like they lose their mind and stuff.
Okay.
Or, oh, your boobs real. I get that a lot.
Yeah. On the first date?
Can I feel them? Yeah. It's terrible how guys are nowadays.
Well, I had this girl ask me, what do you feel about abortion? Like 15, 20 minutes in.
Yeah, that's kind of putting you on the spot.
Whoa, dude.
How old was she? How age range? You don't have to say exact age, but
Upper 40s.
oh.
Oh my god.
So she wasn't speaking to herself having an abortion, I imagine.
Yeah, she got all political. I'm like, wow, what is that important?
That would have freaked me out bad.
Oh, and then I gave like.
How do you feel about me killing rabbits and stuffing them in boiling pot?
I do what she said. I was like, you know what? I'm pro-life.
Right?
What kind of question? What about you, Gavin? What's the craziest thing on a first date you've said or had
to be
asked?
honest, I haven't had any crazy questions that I can think of.
Oh, come on.
Well,
you dated some crazy girls in your lifetime. You got to have some juicy stuff.
I mean, it wasn't.
Can I vomit it in your trash can? No, that was me.
That was me.
All these little skinny models you used to date.
She's that were your friends.
Yeah. She joked on me too, so I can joke back.
Yeah, fair enough. No, I don't.
My little bobblehead.
I think that.
Talking about his ex-girlfriend.
I think that. Anything's. To me, anything's fair to ask.
But you need to ask somebody. Like, hey, can I ask you a personal question?
I'm a guy. Okay? You can ask me anything you want. I don't really care.
I mean,
but yeah.
I mean, you can ask it to me, but
Don't mean I'm
That's
gonna
a red
answer.
flag when you ask me weird questions, like my political views.
Yeah, your political views, political and religion.
Not
you don't
even
really
political
know.
views. This is like way out there, and I don't have a lot of skin in the game really about that question. You know what I mean?
Right. Right,
That's
but
a issue away, red flag kind of question.
right, and I think if nothing else, there's nothing. It could go all bad, and there's nothing positive from bringing that up in the early stages of dating, unless they just wanted to weed it out.
I'll be all y'all with weird stuff.
Oh, I hope to weed it out if that was the case.
Yeah.
I hope because I wasn't kind of feeling anyways. I was like, oh, this is definitely my answer here.
Yeah.
Was it like a blind date or like a hookup date off the internet?
Match.
Oh. See, when you do those kind of things, you always need a wingman to like be in the car, just waiting for you to be like, oh, let me go grab something out the car. I'll be right back. And then you just never come back and you have your wingman just take you off. You should always do that, just have your wingman pull up and you get in the Batmobile.
Well, I figured since, we're just going to go for a walk anyways, kind of, because it was like
You'd be
just after
surprised.
COVID.
I had my friend
May?
Brad. No, my friend Brad, he had a crazy first date. He actually posted a video about it. He met a girl off, I believe it was Plenty of Fish. And they went home and did some stuff together, but she got a little crazy and wanted to be like, she wanted to smack him across the face, and then she bit him. So, yeah.
Like biting or
like he bit him down below.
Yeah.
So,
no,
Not good.
No, and it was the funniest post. If I can ever find it, I'm gonna put it on the comments or something. But it was so funny how he told the story. But that goes to show you need to really like talk to the person for a good while before you like go on a first date with them, because they could be Looney Tunes and you could be in a really uncomfortable spot.
Yeah, I mean, I went out with some crazy girls, but I guess to me, nothing. You can ask me anything you want. I don't really care. I'll probably answer it. But yeah, I can see how things could be inappropriate for that stage of the game. The first date. Obviously, you want to get to know somebody before you start getting political on them. But
yeah, or when you meet the ones that are like huggers, they always want to hug, and you know why they want to hug, to kind of like cop a feel. I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger, and they keep on doing it throughout the whole day, and you're like, yeah, they're just like one of those people who just go on first dates just to hug and feel because they know they're not going to get any further because they're weirdos.
So then you do the TP hug. Here's the TP hug like this, and then you pat them on the back. You lean in, your whole body's away from them, and you just do the TP hug.
Oh, Pam, I'm sorry.
Where you're like leaning like this.
Yeah.
The only thing that's touching is your shoulders. And you just tap them on the back.
I don't know. I'm done with
I give a hug. I give like that, like
squeeze
hug.
Yeah.
Squeeze hug.
I know this girl. She gives you, the first time I hugged her, she gave me like a full body hug. I mean, it was nice though. I thought it was nice. I mean, she initiated that, but it was nice. I thought it was nice. I mean, I never forget that. Matter of fact, every time I think of her, I think of that.
You really? It felt nice.
Huh?
That's like my boyfriend when I met him. Like, I kept always shaking his hand, trying to be professional, and then finally was like, I just grabbed you to give you the hug, and I was like, damn. He was like, I felt it and everything. I was like, I mean, I want to do like me, man. Get to know me. And I feel the goods first.
Hold on, that girl. This was like, I was like 18, and I never forgot that. Just because everybody else don't hug like that. She's like, it was nice.
What's she doing now? Do you know?
Her?
No, I'm just curious of how people evolve, because I'm going somewhere with this.
Was the question, where is she now?
Yeah, what's she doing now? What's up with her?
She's actually, we're friends still. Matter of fact, we're friends.
You want that hug, don't you?
She lives. I think she lives in Fredericksburg-ish.
Yeah, but what does she do? Is she like?
She's in. She's like works in an office. Like she makes
Ooh, nerd booty.
She's not like a secretary. She makes pretty good money. So I don't know exactly what she does, but she works in an office where she gets paid pretty good money. So meaning she's not just a secretary. She's something else.
She's sugar mama.
She's probably an executive.
Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like that.
Executive assistants. I mean, there's some executive assistants. They do a lot. They make like $1.20.
Oh, to be honest with you, I don't know how much she makes.
Assistant.
She has her own house. She has 2 cars, and she seems to live comfortably. So I would say that she makes pretty decent money.
So,
That's right, your alley. You go holla.
I love this Maya Angelou quote. She says, "People will forget what you say. People will forget what you do, but they'll never forget how you
made them feel." Exactly. That's right. I never forgot that.
That's how I got my man.
Matter of fact, she said she told me some things that she never. Actually, when we talked recently, she told me some things that she remembered about me, which was nice. I don't want to reveal that, but it wasn't sexual. It was totally tame.
Aw, ain't that so cute?
Yeah. But anyways, yeah.
Brian said one of the main things when he got to sit down and talk to me is that he's like, you kept brushing my arm, and I just remember that the whole time how good that felt.
There you go.
His arm was really soft. He's Filipino, like he is. He has like no hair.
Yeah, Filipinos don't have no hair.
That y'all have no hair. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I had that problem. No hair at all. Never have to shave or nothing.
Right.
Oh.
My legs got plenty of hair, but
Let's see them. Let's see.
Legs?
Yeah, let's see your legs. Let's see a thigh. Come on.
Next time you see.
Come on, boy. Show them. Come on.
Yes,
You shy? You're not shy because I saw you dance.
This is context. This is eye contact.
You're like go gadget on the dance floor. You just keep going.
I do. That's my place. That's my space.
We'll have to do that again. I want to do that bar crawl.
Oh, let's talk about that. So, did you see the bar crawl post? Nat?
I want to buy like 5 Halloween costumes that night and change it to each and every one of them.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Where are you trying to go?
So somebody posted something that there's a bar crawl.
And we're thinking about going there and doing it live.
Yeah, and we're thinking about doing some live stuff,
live-ish. That'd be fun, like to check out everybody's Halloween costumes, see everybody acting crazy.
Where is this at?
Downtown, Shaco Bottom, right?
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Oh, that's so crazy.
So this thing right here called the Purge.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that other than they posted that. Apparently, they're gonna just go bar to bar, and just visit bars. I guess they'll be within walking distance.
I can't even believe they're doing it
from Main Street ish.
Look at the COVID and everything.
Yeah.
I guess everybody's gonna be wearing masks anyways.
I was thinking that it might be cool to do something like that, and
what would you dress up as?
I don't know, to be honest with you, because I don't even know. I don't know how dressed up I want to be.
I'm gonna be Catwoman.
I don't know.
Ram.
And then we'll just do a bar crawl, and then we could either do live shots, like single live shots, or we could do a bunch of stuff and then collect the footage and edit something and make it like that.
That would be so
It'd look nicer that way, or we could just do live stuff from our phones, whatever. I don't know.
I think putting it all together and make it a cool video.
Yeah, that'd probably be better. Like everybody get their own phones, record what they record, give me the video, and I'll edit something.
So we were thinking about, doing our whole trick-or-treating thing with the family earlier.
Yeah, do that early.
All of us meet somewhere downtown.
Yeah.
And then do it.
And we don't have to go with this group. I guess this is a group. Somebody put this together. They're charging like $5 a person. And then they have some kind of organized bar
I don't think I've ever done the Halloween bar crawl. No, I did it one year, yeah. And we went and rode on a limousine and went to bars and did all the contests and stuff. Yeah, that was 1 year.
So we could either do it with them or we could do it on our own, whatever. I don't really know.
Yeah, I think that would be really fun. And we don't necessarily have to start it right at 8, right? We can start at 9.
We can start whenever we want.
Yeah. So
what do you think, Nat?
That's what I was thinking would be cool.
Nat, you there?
I don't know.
So what are you doing Halloween? What are you thinking about? You thinking about maybe joining us for it?
I don't know yet.
Okay, well, we still have time to decide.
Yeah, we still got time to decide.
Yeah, we're still kind of thinking about it too.
Downtown. I might roll down to the ranch or South Beach or
Oh
something.
yeah.
Get over those places.
I normally don't mind downtown, but I get nervous rolling downtown these days.
We just park. You just park somewhere mutual with people, and then you just walk around and stuff.
I mean, or we could just like park at a central place and then get an Uber from there.
And then my costume is gonna be kind of like military-ish.
Okay,
That's cool.
that's cool.
But people aren't as friendly to
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I get you.
downtown.
Talking about downtown. Yeah, but they probably know it's Halloween though. You know.
I mean, my girlfriend wore one like that, and no one said anything about her. She had like the hat, like the original and everything.
Yeah, but a girl and a guy.
Girl, it's totally different. I know, right there.
Yeah, she was sexy. She was like a Demi Moore, man.
Like a sexy soldier too, right?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, she had her hair shaved and all, but she looked like Demi Moore, you know, when she played in that role.
Like G.I. Jane, yeah.
Yeah, baby, she was hot.
I don't know. And I'm going to be recovering on a Halloween party Friday, so who knows? I may be recovering.
Oh, you are?
Recovering? What?
Yeah.
Halloween party Friday.
You're hosting it?
No, somebody else is hosting it.
I was gonna say we're not invited.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get booted off.
To host the Halloween party.
Yeah, more like.
I guess we'll just wing it then. We might get together. We might not.
We still have some time. Someone want to think about it. I know what I'm going to be. I already have my Halloween costume.
I'll consider it, but
I'd rather be a Dracula.
I was Dracula before. I don't want to be Dracula no more.
Oh, well, you just look like one. Maybe that's why. Look at Dracula. You look. You make a good Dracula.
I was a Dracula.
Oh, you got to think. What would you be?
I don't know.
I don't trying to wear a mask either.
See, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I want to wear a mask like that.
Do your face paint or something.
I'll just probably paint my face.
You gotta be something though.
I'll be one of the 5 deadly venoms.
Be Kenny Powers. You're gonna make a good Kenny Powers. You love dude, man. He's so funny. You know Kenny Powers.
I don't know.
The baseball player show. Kenny Powers?
No.
Eastbound?
No.
You've never seen Eastbound. You gotta watch it.
No.
I don't watch a lot of TV.
We were talking about the 5 deadly venoms. I'll be the scorpion.
Oh.
I always
y'all are very boring. Well, should we move on to our next
okay.
So it was the snake.
All right, you read it.
The snake, the toe, yeah. Be one of them guys. Centipede.
You're missing.
It'll be one of them. It'll be one of them.
I did the whole martial arts thing last year. I had a really cool silky
We
tongue.
already talked about that one before. Do you like your relationship to be consistent or not?
I was Jet Li last year. That's who I was. I was Jet Li.
Any strange thing you heard during sex? We were talking about that here.
Well, no.
Okay.
I think we didn't. That was on the old chart, but I left it on here because we didn't.
Okay, let's start with this one.
All right, well, go ahead.
Okay, strangest thing you've heard or said during sex. SEX. What have you said that's strange, or what have you heard during sex?
Oh, maybe we did say that.
Strange.
Oh, we'll talk about it again. Okay. It's always fun to talk about sex. Let's talk about sex, baby.
I told y'all that last time.
Did we do it live? I don't know if we did it live. We might have. I don't think we did it live.
Like
I think
in the middle of it, she goes like, making the sounds, and then she said,
"Oh yeah, he did. We did do that."
Oh,
some girl made it. I forget what. Oh,
how about this? Yeah. Can you have sex with your friend and still be friends?
I edited that out.
This is new. Can you have sex with your friend and still be friends? Can you?
Can you?
I'm asking you.
I guess you can.
I think you can. Would I want my spouse to be friends with somebody he has sex with and is friends with? No. But I think you can be friends with somebody that you've had sex with. Like,
I think you'd be friends with anybody you want to be friends with.
Yeah. And sometimes, like, I think people don't have sex necessarily for the feeling, but they're like maybe companionship for that night or just to feel like, comfort, love, whatever. But I don't think it's necessary for the feeling like, ooh, yeah, let me get my socks knocked off. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if you say so.
I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? When I was younger, I didn't think you can, but now that I'm older, I think you can. Because I'm able to separate
the two.
Because when you're younger, like sex and emotions just all gets wrapped up in it.
Right.
So can you still be friends with somebody? Like
Me? I could be friends with anybody.
So it's not a problem.
I can be friends with anybody. But I guess the question to me would be more, why aren't you more than that? I mean, it's just a question. Why wouldn't you be more than that if you're doing that in the first place?
Because they might be all wrong for you.
Yeah,
good answer. That's a good answer.
You're right. Some people just aren't compatible.
All right, that's perfect.
Like the chemistry may be there and all that, but you're just not compatible. You're too different.
Oh yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say. Well, I guess it could be compatibility, but if you're doing that, then it seems like you're compatible on some level. But
no question. But I mean, you just know, like, hey, this is.
It is what it is, but it's nothing other than that.
I think now that I know what I want, I'm in a certain stage in my life. I'm like, yeah, I can separate the two and still be cool and be friends with you.
Yeah. What
Me
do you
too.
say?
I think so.
Too?
Yeah, I think you could separate it, definitely.
Really?
Yeah. Like always I'm really good at policing myself and having self-control. So if I draw that line and I'm like, I'm not gonna cross it no matter what, you could have it slinging in my face, you could like do whatever, try to seduce me, and I'm still gonna say no. Because I've drew that line, I've said no, we're just gonna be friends. Even if we've done it. That's just how I am.
Okay. There you go.
So there you go. So,
so on that matter, so what is love to you? What makes love to you? You?
Oh, you're asking me that right now. Oh gosh, love is accepting a person for who they are, no matter how much like it irks you. You accept, you will love them, and it's either up to you to take it or leave it. You can't change a person. Love is, it's not jealousy, it's not possessive. It's just, love is like serenity. It's a safe place. It's a place you can go for comfort, for safety, for, reassurance. It's all of those things, protection. Love is supposed to be like a blissful, good thing.
I don't know what love is, to be honest with you. I have no idea.
It's definitely not somebody hurting you, beating you, calling you names, belittling you, screwing around on you. Those things people like really are just, that's just dysfunctional and unhealthy, but people seem to gravitate towards it and cling to it. So, and I always think like in the beginning, like when somebody shows you these signs, they're not going to change. That's just, it's just going to get worse probably because you've accepted it. So now they think, yeah, you'll tolerate it and put up with it.
What about you, Nat?
Okay, under the context of romantic love, then
I think your guy that you were speaking of, didn't he say that it's just lust? Romantic love is lust? Somebody said that. One of those guys said that.
You talking about your boy Tomasi?
I thought he said that.
He kind of said that.
Did he kind of say that?
Yeah, kind of said that.
Yeah, romantic love is just lust. Is that true? I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm still trying to figure it out.
It depends. I don't know. I see, couples that are like 80 years old holding their hands, doing, just being there for each other. And then.
I used to think that love was when you could be comfortable enough with somebody to expose yourself.
Yeah, be brutally honest and
That's what I
expose
used to
yourself.
think it was. But then
I think that's
I was
part
in
of
a
it.
12-year relationship, and apparently that wasn't what it was.
Like, it is that with the right person.
Like
Like when you can be totally brutally honest with a person about you and let your guard down.
I thought it was part of the whole thing, the goal to being comfortable, to being vulnerable with everything about yourself. And then
Aw, and you
when
thought you had that.
well, I had it, but apparently she didn't.
I thought I had it too for 10 years.
So,
yeah,
yeah.
go figure.
So now I don't even know what it
I
is.
was
I don't know what love
married for 10 years to my first husband. And he completely had like this double life I had no idea about. Remember that?
Mhm.
Yeah. That was pretty bad. Yeah, so like it really messes you up after that, doesn't it? A little bit. It's like, is anything true that a person says or does? So I think you just got to be more pickier and cautious more.
I think you still have to have a little mystery there when you talk about romantic love. Now, just love in general. I think you care for that person to the end of the earth, like your children. It's just for your parents.
Yeah, like even if you're mad at them, you still love them. You still want good for them. You still
Oh,
feed them a
my
plate of
child,
food.
I'm mad at them all the time, but I still love them.
Flipping underneath the door, but
See, I think romantic love, it's a lot more conditional than people say it is.
Or is it just being a slave to another person? I'm not thinking that. I'm just putting that out as a question. I mean, if you look at it on its face, if you're romantic love, like the way Amanda likes to be romantically loved, she wants you to serve her. She wants you to
not
give
every
her stuff.
day. Not every day.
But I'm breaking it down to its essentials. She wants you to dote on her. She wants you to buy her things, think of her.
That's not true. No,
buy or do.
Okay, buy or do. Or fix something in the house.
So basically,
acts of service,
it's a service.
Acts of service.
You have to provide a service to her,
language.
like 24 hours a day.
You're so wrong.
Okay, not 24 hours a day. But
I want like one day out the month where you like dedicate this day to me, where you cook and I come home to roses and the house cleaned and I have you waiting on me hand and foot and it's just all about me.
So it's service.
That's it.
It is service.
I want to feel like you're doing more than just saying sweet nothings to me like anybody else on the street can say.
She don't want you to say things. She wants you to do things.
Yeah. You prioritize acts of service.
Right.
Y'all read the 5 love languages?
Yeah. We posted. Did you take the test?
I did.
Was that yours?
Yeah.
It was?
I like a doer. Yeah, apparently.
Okay. Yeah. I guess maybe that was my fault that I'm like a time guy. I want quality time. Quality time and touch.
I guess I do. I do like quality time. Like even if it's just us going to the grocery store together, to me that's quality time spent together, holding each other's hands, going down the aisle. Yeah, I like stuff like that too. But like simple stuff, even if it's like him getting me a drink or coffee in the morning, like I love stuff like that. Or letting me use his vape without yelling at me. That's sweet. That's nice. I like stuff like that too.
So she needs service. Like a slave.
Yeah, it's not like a slave. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm making you clean the house and do everything.
I'm joking that more than anything. But
no, but I think it's cute. Like, he went to the store and got me ice cream like spontaneously and brought it home to me. Oh, that's sweet. But then there's a difference. There's a difference when y'all do that. Just hear me on this. Don't go to the store and buy her the same thing you want to buy yourself because you look like an ass just buying yourself it and not her. Okay, that's not the same thing. When you go to the store and you see something she'll like, you do it. You buy it for her. You don't do it.
I never had that problem. I like such particular things that I never had to worry about that bleeding over.
Yeah.
Say that one more time. I think I got that, but I want to just make sure
I never had to worry about that bleeding over. Like let's say Amanda likes Rocky Road, and I also like Rocky Road. I got the Rocky Road for Amanda, but it was really half it really was for me.
Yeah, I hate that when people do that.
So I don't have that
You really
issue
didn't do it for me. You did it for yourself.
No, I think he's
like
doing
Rocky
something different.
Road. I probably like.
I think he's saying that he can do that for you because without compromising himself because he also likes the same thing, or he can be okay with whatever you like without feeling like he sacrificed something for himself.
Oh, okay.
Is that right? Am
yeah, that's fine.
No,
No, I'm saying I get what you're saying, Amanda. I wouldn't have a problem falling into that trap because I'm so particular. I never.
You like too many different things.
They like
consider doing that.
I like Rocky Road. I'm always going to get Rocky Road for me and get Strawberry for you. I might get Strawberry for you secretively, really wanting that Strawberry for me and fronting like I got it for you.
Yeah, I hate it when it's like.
So will you get both,
I don't know
or
how
will
to
you just get the one
I'll
for her?
get both.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
If I get something for you, I'm gonna get something for me too. If it's something small or simple, right?
Yeah. Do it genuinely. Don't really like, well, I want some ice cream. I know if I come home and not have anything for her.
Well,
so let me just act like I'm getting this really for her and I just got it for me too. And we're both going to do it and enjoy it together. But even though, I'm like, I don't really like ice cream. I like cheesecake.
Okay. So I agree with what you said, Nat, with the caveat of in my surroundings being that I have kids and generally they're either with me or near me or whatever. Yep. Then what happens is everybody wants something different. How do you deal with that?
You do it without breaking
everybody. You get five.
I'll do it.
If you do it for one, you gotta do it for all.
Cook 2 different dinners.
So all 5 people want something different.
My son is autistic. We have to have different stuff.
That's not for a whole dinner, but like if you're gonna go out and get ice cream, I wind up getting little small ones. Like one strawberry, one like you just don't get the big one.
Yeah, like the little pint sizes.
Yeah, little tiny ones. I'll do that special, but not for a whole dinner. You gotta stop that.
I make 2 different dinners.
See that I guess for me kind of that's where
I just try to make everybody happy.
See, I don't do that. I used to try to do that. Every time I tried to do that, then eventually somebody is not happy, and then somebody's not happy. So, I mean, this isn't right, but the person that's the pickiest, I have one son that's super picky. The other one, he probably can go. He might have a preference, but no, he's the oldest actually.
Mine's the oldest. He's picky.
My youngest is the pickiest.
So my oldest is the pickiest. So I kind of have to cater to him, or else he won't eat it at all. Yeah. And then that's a mess. So I cater to him, and then the other one, he'll eat pretty much. He'll have a preference, but he'll eat anything. Yeah. And then I can eat anything.
My youngest,
whatever y'all doing, I can do it. And then if the girl was there, then obviously I would get her hers. And then is that bad? I'd get her what she wanted, the pickiest what he wanted, and then I feel like I'm cheating the other guy out. But you can't please everybody. So I don't know.
Where there's a will, there's a way. I figure it out just fine. It is just way better than having somebody sit there complaining or not be grateful for the work you put in. So I'd rather just put the work in and have everybody happy, versus and I put the work in. There's still people unhappy. So yeah, I cook two different dinners. It works fine for me. I mean, so it's just better to put the work in and have everybody happy.
Everybody got a consensus to a dinner for me. I ain't got time to do all kinds of stuff. My youngest, I'm not gonna like just do a Caesar salad. That's the only thing. I know she won't eat that, right? So when she's not here and my son is here, then I'll kind of cater him for a lot of time.
But what if they're both there?
Oh, then you got to go to the lowest common denominator and make sure she can eat something.
Right.
Because as a kid, I would make her sit at the table until she ate something, and then she would eat like one bite, and she wouldn't finish. She would like fall asleep at the table. Oh, fine, I'll eat.
That sounds like my oldest. He's so stubborn.
I'm going to eat like half an hour later. They finally eat, or they eat most of it, so I'm okay with it. She just wouldn't eat. And I said, eat one bite. She ate one bite, and then
She is too stubborn for her own good.
She literally starved. Most kids wouldn't, but she did.
My son, he is so picky. He will not. He will not. He will not. If he says he don't want it, he will not eat it. If you say you can't leave until you taste it, he'll just be sitting there till tomorrow. Literally, he'll be sitting there tomorrow. So I just gave up on that and just try to cater to him. Right or wrong, that's how it works around here.
I didn't have that choice growing up.
I didn't either. You know, it's funny. It seemed to work when I was growing up. Yeah, you know, you don't leave until you eat it. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat it, even if I don't like it. But somehow it doesn't work the same way these days. I don't know if it's the kids or if it's my willpower is just not as strong. Don't know. But anyways, we're gonna move on. All right. So, have you ever been involved in a foodie call?
What is that, by the way?
A foodie call?
Yeah, foodie call. No, foodie call. You never had a foodie call?
What the hell's a foodie
Yeah,
call?
what is
I don't know what that is.
You're on Match.com,
What is a
right?
foodie call?
You're on Match.com, right?
Yeah.
You never got stuck on a foodie call?
No, what the hell's a foodie call?
It's what it's when they say, "Oh yeah, I'll go out with you," and then take you to some fancy restaurant, get a steak dinner, and get all this food, and then ghost you.
No.
That's a foodie call.
No.
It's like a booty call, but only with food.
Yeah, no. I don't play that.
So, actually, Ricky, when I first told Ricky, I said, "Look, Ricky, when I go on a first date, I'll do a light date. It'll be either drinks or it'll be coffee, a coffee date. And we see if we like each other. If we like each other, we go out later. Then I'll take her to a dinner, and I'll do that. But I'm not going to take her to a dinner on the first date." And she had like some aversion to that. Are you on here, Ricky? Like I was cheap or something. I'm like, nah, I'm not going on a foodie call. Ain't no foodie calls here.
That's so funny.
Foodie calls, maybe. Foodie calls, nah.
Yeah, I always ask coffee or cocktails. That's how I roll.
Yeah.
Coffee or cocktails. And cocktails ain't cheap, so I mean, but that's fine. You know, loosen you up a little bit because that's the best way for me to get to know them.
Right. And then you'll know if it's gonna go anywhere after that, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so apparently that's the thing now, that the foodie calls where
I did not know that.
Yeah, girls will get like 5 meals a week, you know, steak dinners.
What?
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
You know, because there's a lot of guys out there, and they'll try to impress you, and then take you out, take you to some steak place and some seafood place, and eat a bunch of stuff, and then the guys always talk about being ghosts the next day. They're not ghosts; they got a foodie call, and they didn't even know it. It's a foodie call. So that's a foodie call.
Learn something new every day.
Right, man?
Goodness.
How many foodie calls have you done?
Things
A
today.
couple. I ain't even ashamed to do it.
So Amanda done a couple foodie calls.
I want to get steak every week.
There you go. She had some foodie calls. She did some of her
I
own
did. I
stuff.
used to eat good back in the day.
There you go. See? Why should she buy her own dinner when you gonna buy it?
Yep. And then I'm like, oh, I gotta go home. I'm tired. I'm a little bloated. Gotta go.
There you go. Your foodie call.
Or I have
All
a
you women
girlfriend
out there
call,
don't
tell
get
me
any
it's an
ideas.
emergency. Oh, I gotta go. My girlfriend needs me.
So now we gave all them girls out there some ideas.
Yeah.
They don't have to ever buy dinner again.
If you poor, you hungry.
There you
go.
It's a woman's world these days too.
It is. We have the power.
Mhm.
We just need to learn how to work it. There is no reason why a woman's got to be out there stressing.
So, why do people cheat then? Why do people cheat?
Because people are greedy. And they want their cake and eat it too. They're greedy. They always want more and more and more. They get a little, you give them an inch, and they want more.
I think people cheat for different reasons. Like, it depends on. Would you find this to be true?
Oh yeah, definitely different reasons.
No, I mean different age groups. Like when you're 16, when you're 20, when you're 30, when you're 40, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Does it change or is it always the same?
I think it changes.
Yeah.
I think it's never good to cheat, first of all, but unfortunately that happens. And yeah, I do think it's like different ages and different reasons why people cheat.
So I'm going to try to break it down from my perspective. Now, and I'm not speaking for myself. I'm just speaking generally. So I think that when men are young, I think it's just testosterone and they're just trying to conquer. That's how they're kind of made up. When they're 18 to 25.
You did a lot of that, didn't you?
Okay.
You were a hoe.
When I was younger, yeah, I dated a lot. I mean, I had a lot of girlfriends and stuff. But I never really cheat. I don't think I cheated on any of them, in the sense that I never. Well, I don't know. There's a fine. There's a fine line there. So what I mean is, I don't think that I ever had two girlfriends at the same time.
I would think that's so hard, and I don't understand how guys can do that. I mean, you could barely put up with one girl, and now you got two.
I mean, there were girls that liked me at the same time, but I always made sure that whoever I was with, they knew that I was with them. And
you had it like that back then?
When I was younger, I used to look good back then.
I don't trying to say about yourself now.
I
don't think you look good now?
You think so?
You got girls hitting on you, and guys.
Yeah. I mean, but back then, it was.
You need to show an old picture. He was kind of buff and stuff.
Yeah, I was muscular. I used to break dance like him, and he knows with his dance itself. I used to dance too. So
we gotta get him drunk and get on dancing.
I mean, I can't do. You see me break dance before, I think, right?
No, I've never seen you break dance.
Oh,
I've never even seen you dance.
I've danced with you before. We danced.
Oh yeah, that was one time.
One time, like 10 years
and
ago.
And you were drinking.
10 years
yeah, that was like for 5 seconds.
I mean, I'm like out of shape and old and stuff. So now I can't break dance. Now, last time I did that, I almost broke my arm.
I was one of the shot.
But yeah, so my body can't move like that anymore. But yeah. But the point is, I always made sure the girl I was with, she knew I was with her. And the girls that wanted to go out with me.
See, that's what I like. That's good.
But
like you should never come second to none. And strangers' feelings, like women that would come up and hit on you. How would you respond if you were with your date and women were coming up, hitting on you, and being real touchy-feely? How would you respond to that in front of your girl, or even if she's not around?
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know. I mean, I think I know, but I don't know. It's been so long. You gotta remember, I was in a relationship for a long time, and I haven't, so I had to process that. I don't know. But I would think that, yeah, if I was with a girl, then yeah, I'd be with the girl. Yeah.
I would know that. But I'm just saying, like, if a girl came up being extra touchy-feely and friendly with you, how would you respond?
Like some stranger? Or what do you mean?
Yeah, like a strange girl, you're dancing, she comes up to you, she's pushing all up against you. Are you going to be like, hey, no, I'm with somebody? Or are you going to be like just letting her do it because you're afraid you might hurt her feelings? But what about your girl over there?
Well, if I had a girlfriend, then obviously I wouldn't let that happen. But yeah. What?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I agree with you. I just have dated some guys who are more interested in pleasing strangers and making them happy and not hurting their feelings versus their own girlfriend who's sitting there watching this take place in front of her.
I mean, especially now, I'm a lot more settled than I've ever been, in the sense that I mean, when I was younger, yeah, when girls like you, it makes you feel good, it does.
Yeah, well, what about your girl who's already giving you attention? Ain't that enough?
That's enough. That's
okay,
enough.
Then.
No, I'm agreeing that that's enough, but at the same time,
I dated some guys that some of them were in bands and stuff, and they would like have their arm around a girl's waist talking to her. They're like, oh, I gotta mingle with her, baby. Oh, it's nothing. I'm going home with you though. And I'm thinking to myself, that's so disrespectful how you were interacting with that woman. It's like you want to look single while you have a girlfriend, but in public you want to look like you don't have a girlfriend and that you're single because you're letting these girls like come all up on you and you're putting your arm around them. And yeah, I know I'm going home with you, but that to me is blatantly disrespectful to my feelings. And then I've had, guys say, oh, well, I was just trying to be nice to them. I didn't want to be rude. And I'm thinking to myself, well, that was rude to me when you did that in front of me. So I don't know. When you're with, like, when guys would buy me a drink and I'm with somebody, I'll be like, you can take that back. You ask for my number. I'm rude to them. And if they continue to come on to me,
hold on.
I make sure to point my boyfriend out and everything.
Well, I think she does do that, but you'll take the drink.
I'll take a drink from you.
You'll take a drink.
And if it's somebody I know, if it's you, yes, of course I'm gonna take a drink from you.
I'm talking about in general.
Not from some stranger.
No,
because first of all, he could be roofing it, so I don't take a drink from a stranger. No.
Okay.
So.
All right. So the question, though, I want the female perspective. Why do women cheat then? Why do women cheat?
I don't know. I'm guessing because maybe they're not getting enough attention. Maybe they don't feel appreciated.
That's a big one right there.
Yeah. I mean, I think some men when you're with a girl, and I've heard this from other girls feel like taken advantage of, or taken for granted. Like the guy stops being romantic. The guy stops saying compliments. The guy stops even being nice sometimes. So it's like he takes her for granted. Oh, she's there. She's there. So I guess she wants that spark again, like he's trying to get her and date her and all that stuff and catch her. So it gets old. And I guess she wants that again. So I guess she goes looking for it elsewhere.
Well, the thing that gets me is
it's not right though.
Well, the thing, and I guess what you're saying is true. I'll go along with that. But at the same time, I mean, after a certain period of time, then shouldn't your relationship develop a certain amount of maturity where, where the comfort of just that relationship on its own?
Yeah, like I agree totally.
That's BS. I'm telling you, you left that thing to be comfortable, it dies. And that's what cheating happens, in my opinion, on either side.
Really? Okay. Yeah. And you're probably right. For me, I think I enjoy a certain comfort of a relationship that I consider mature to the point that you don't have to be jealous anymore. You don't have to.
I don't think that has anything to do with wanting to feel sexy still to your partner, wanting to hear when you bend over, they're like, you want the same thing you got in the beginning and you want it to continue. That's why I always I wanted to write like a 101 class on it. Like constantly do that. Like you're still trying to get her, win her, and date her. Like, courting, constantly courting.
I mean, that's what enough people were saying it, so I guess that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Because it gets old, it dies, and you feel unappreciated.
And on the flip side of that, a woman should constantly seduce her husband or her mate.
I'm on it.
And to Amanda's credit, as long as I've known her, I think she's been that kind of person.
I am. I want my man to always feel appreciated, sexy when he's around me, the only one for me, that kind of thing. Him feeling good is what makes me happy in the relationship too. If he feels like crap, I'm not here to make him miserable. I'd rather leave the relationship if I'm making him miserable than stay in it and make him miserable.
I mean, I think that from what I've seen, I think that she does that. She's not just saying that. She's thoughtful. She'll.
It's scary how much we know each other.
No, for example, I mean, we're just friends, right? We're just friends. But she brought me sushi today. I didn't ask her to do that. She did it on her own.
I brought you some shots of drinks.
Some Fireball.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I cooked them spaghetti dinner once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did.
You were drunk and you were eating.
Yeah, it was good. I was so drunk. I was drunk that day.
But he does stuff like that for me too.
Yeah, I cooked her like that big thing of food, I guess.
Yeah, he brought it to me, just dropped it off at my door. And he helped me move one time.
Oh yeah, I helped her move, and I pledged that I'd never do that. I would never.
Me.
And I told her I'm never gonna do that. And yeah, but I did.
We've been friends for a long time. We don't take each other for granted.
I'm gonna put this out there. Nobody asked me to help them move. I'm not going to ever do that ever again. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. So I don't care if we're best friends. I'm never going to help you move.
Yeah. So I think there is something to say about you don't let it die. You have to keep courting, like Nate said. The minute you let it die and you get comfortable, that's when things start going south.
So I'll admit that I did that in my last relationship.
You had kind of like a reason though. You know, you didn't mean for that to happen.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought everything was comfortable in a mature way, but apparently,
like she's understanding. You're just doing this right now. It's just a phase.
Yeah.
It's not going to last forever. It's work.
Well, yeah, I was doing a lot of work then, but you know, but so yeah, so I will take that forward, and the next person I'm with, I will date you till we die.
Yeah,
you gotta do it. You gotta do it, right?
I'm all about that. You know, my mom, I learned from her. She would always do like little spontaneous dinners for her husband, and even together now they still go on these little cute dates out of the blue. She'll come home and he'll be like, "Come on, get dressed, let's go. I'm taking you out to a nice fancy restaurant." And he won't tell her. And she'll do like some sexy stuff too, spontaneously, like, "Hey Amanda, can I borrow your stripper shoes?" And I'm like, I'm not asking here. So, and I think it's cute and sweet. Even after all these years, they still do that kind of stuff for each other.
So, this is my
Not to put you out there, Mom.
ratio. Now, everybody has this certain ratio where they start to break. Even though everybody says, "Oh, it's 50-50." It's like, look, it's never 50-50 for the guy in a long-term relationship, I find. Well, I shouldn't say never. With the people I've seen in long-term relationships, marriage, guys never get a 50. My rule is 4-1. If I do 4 and you don't give me 1, then I start getting ticked off, and then
that's a lot of effort.
Was that?
That's a lot of the 4 on your part is a lot of effort.
It is. But I don't mind the 4, but once you make go 5 or 6-1, that's when relationship for me starts to really break down.
I mean, I think I'm actually, in most of my in all of my relationships, I think I've been the predominant.
Yeah.
The predominant.
And you've gotten the shitty end of it.
Yeah.
He's been the giver, and he's just gotten barely any of that really back.
Yeah, I don't get a lot back.
You've been with a lot of takers, kind of like me.
But I never expected it though.
Yeah, you're real simple. You're laid back.
Yeah, I don't need a lot.
You're not expecting it, but if it happens, you're
I don't need a lot either, but I just need simple things. Just,
like you want something to feel appreciated.
Yeah. Well, for men,
even if it's like a shirt you don't like, it's ugly, you're still like, "Oh, that was so nice." It was a thought that counted,
Food, sex, and attention. That's all we need. Seriously. Build us up.
What if you don't? What if the girl doesn't give you sex? How does that make you feel? Like, I'm just wondering, do you get grouchy? Do you get mad? Do you get spiteful? If the girl stops giving
yes.
Yeah. Guys gotta have their sex or they get grouchy.
Oh, without question.
I get like that. I'm like a man. So if I don't get it, okay, one night we can skip it. But then the next and the next and then I'm getting mad. And I'm wondering what the hell is really going on too. Then my thoughts start going. Yeah. But I get grouchy. So yeah, that's my thing too. I feel like that keeps your bond, that keeps you grounded, that keeps you having a connection from everyone else, the connection you have with everyone else. It's a different type of connection.
I mean, I guess I'm just learning that people need a lot more than I imagine they need to sustain.
Well,
something.
it's, there's a lot going on out there. People can go to the internet now and meet somebody to give them all their needs. So you got to stuff your game up nowadays. And it's how the world is, and it sucks. I'm not like that. I'm going to try and duke it out and make it work in my relationship till the very damn end, until you want to walk away. I'm very adamant.
I guess for me, here's the thing for me. I have very few needs. I don't like need or demand a whole lot. I just demand that you're present. Your presence. You're there. You don't even. As long as you're just chilling right here, that's fine. I'm good. But what I do, for me, it's a certain person. It can't be just any person. And it seems like the women that I see nowadays, they're like they could kind of just replace you with any person that as long as they're doing X, Y, and Z, they're taking them to dinner,
It's so
doing
shallow.
doing it. It could be anybody. But for me, I don't like. I mean, yeah, I'll go out with people, I'll date people. I know it won't go anywhere, but then when I find the one that something just clicks, then I'm
Yeah.
like bonded.
No
to
other
it.
person will do.
Yeah.
I could try, but
And
it
I-
won't happen. It won't happen.
And
It
I
won't
won't
work.
even need a lot
Be
from
good
them.
enough.
They don't have to give me anything, as long as just just be present. But for me, it's a singular. It will be a singular person. I won't feel that way with anybody. It'll just be a certain person.
I'll get that.
Sure. Sure, I go out with them, but
I'm very much of a chemistry guy.
yeah, exactly. But okay, so Nat, are you finding that women are like that? They could pretty much you could replace the man with any man that they're attracted to, and they'll be fine. It seems like that's what I'm running into.
Observationally, yes. What they say, most of them, isn't true.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, like for example, Amanda. Let's take Amanda for example. I think if you put a guy that she's attracted, okay, so you check the box, is she attracted to? Yes. And then if that guy, this cookie cutter guy that she's attracted to, if he does X, Y, and Z, pays attention to her, wines and dines her, be romantic to her, I think she would like the guy. And then take him away.
That's a
get
nice
another.
bonus. He has to be a good person. He has to
Well,
be
no, I'm saying that he
who
is.
he really is. Oh yeah. All of that's great. I don't require it like every single day now.
I'm just.
You know what I really just want? I just want to be acknowledged in public that I am with you.
I think that you could take any guy that she's attracted to, that she's attracted to, and you do X, Y, and Z, give her attention, tell her how she's pretty or
You
whatever.
have to be a nerd.
And that, but you could. I guess I'm shocked at how you could just replace him with anybody that does those things, and she'll be fine. I don't know. I'm not knocking.
I know, but if that was really true, do you think I would have put up with the crap I put up with some of these guys that I've dated for long term? Every guy I have dated has been long term. Think about that though.
But I don't know.
It does have a certain type, and it does take a certain person to keep me on the hook like that. And I was with, my ex-husband for 10 years. I spent 10 years of my life, and it was ruined. Photography studio, everything, my modeling career, all that I gave up for him. And he still ended up being a total douche and screwing my life up. And I hung on for dear life. And I knew celebrities, and I had all these things, goals and money and stuff. And that's not what I like, So no, I don't think all that's particularly true. Do I like to be courted and appreciated and acknowledged?
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just.
But I can't replace you. Like when I like you, I love you, and I'm set on you. Nobody can replace you. It's just how I am. It's just weird like that. I mean, I don't think it's weird. I think it's romantic and sweet and nice and whatnot. But what love is supposed to be, you have that certain person you just need and you love, and no other person will do but them. So that's not entirely true. Okay. Otherwise, I've had all my relationships have been long term.
Right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
It's not like 2 weeks, 3 months. It's always been long term. Same as my friendships. I've had long term friendships, from elementary on up.
You want to add something to that, Nat?
Yeah. I think you're right on that, Gavin, because men are actually, except for maybe the last 20 years or so, give or take, has been more the romantic. It's women, it's built into their DNA because when armies used to take over villages and kingdoms, women had to get over that fast and for survival. And so when you say it's kind of cookie cutter, if they, obviously it has to have some attraction to them, and just they have some of these qualities, they can just plug and play. I mean, prime example, I'll give you an example. Y'all see that movie, Tom Cruise movie, The Last Samurai?
I hadn't seen it. No.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Tom Cruise, and this was kind of warped. He kills like the best warrior in the village next to the general dude, right? The general dude says, come back, and says, you're going to stay with the guy you killed's wife and kids. But next thing you know, all of a sudden, they had all these feelings for each other. A woman's ability to adapt is innate from hundreds of thousands of years to be able to pivot on the fly like that.
I think you're 100% right, because that's what I'm seeing. You know, I never observed it as a youth, but yeah, they can adapt to anything as long as you're attractive and you do whatever their X, Y, and Z is. It could be different with different people, but they're right there. But for me, it's not that way. It's like you got to be a particular person, and then if I like you as a particular person, then I like you, and I can't.
That's how I am. I'm
I
like,
can't
no other
replace
person
that.
will really just do. It's not like a light bulb, you know. I know you think something differently.
I think something different.
No, I may like be entertained by somebody just for out of boredom or because I don't want to be alone, but it'll never be that bond or that feeling I had with that first person.
I disagree.
How can you disagree?
100%.
I was married for like 10 years.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing. But
it does.
If you get a
and
guy,
I was screwed up for like 2 years after that. I couldn't really be in any other relationship after that because I was still so hung up. I had to go to therapy for it. Not to put that out there. If I could really get over someone and just screw another person in like that.
The women I've seen lately, and you know, granted, I've only been single. Well, I've been single for like 2 years.
He's so wrong.
And from what my observations these days are that these women you could just put any guy in that slot, and then no pun intended.
Oh, that's not me.
And they could adapt and be just fine.
That's not me.
Be just fine.
Nah.
Y'all should check out the animal kingdom. That happens all the time, right? You know, the lion goes, kills the other lion. All of a sudden, the pride
everything's fine,
and she just rolls right up.
Right.
You're so wrong.
All right, here's a good example.
Yeah, give me a good example.
Okay, you know the person that wanted to be part of this before. Not Gina. We're not talking about her. We're talking about her. So her, where I'm not gonna say any names.
Yeah.
She could just roll on up in here, right? And everything's fine, like nothing happened.
No.
What do you mean no?
What are you talking about? I don't like her.
Well, but if you didn't say nothing, she could roll right on up in here and act like nothing happened, right?
I don't get it.
You don't get it.
What are you trying to say?
Well, I'm trying to make the point that a woman can just take any person and then just adapt. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, we've been just going out. And it'll be like they've been dating for like years. You would never know the difference. And they'll just adapt to you, fall in love with you.
Oh, okay.
And then,
kind of like somebody else we know.
I'm not sure who you're talking about. Oh, well, I don't know who you're talking about, but I don't know. That's just been lately what I've observed, and I could be wrong. I'm open to being wrong, showing the way.
I don't know if it's 100%, but I'm saying it's the upper 70%.
But I think men are different in that they obviously if they go out on a date and the girl doesn't want the guy or whatever, and then obviously he has to go look for somebody else. But in the back of his mind, he makes a selection, and then that's the one.
Let me get some more water.
That's the one. Go this way. Because you knocked a bunch of stuff loose last time.
Whatever.
I think that guys, they bond, and there's just one person. Is that right? For me, that's how it is. If I like somebody, I generally like one person, and that's who I like. and I don't really like anybody else, but you know, I might take a lesser option if that's the option that's presented to me. But I only have one option. I don't know.
I think men generally actually are the more
Romantic.
romantic guy than women are.
I do too. I do too.
I think they get hooked harder in many ways
I do too.
because it's hard for men to give up their emotions, and once they do, it's like they're all in.
Right. Where a woman could she could say she loves a guy, and then 2 months later she loves a different guy.
Who are you talking
2 months
about?
later she loves a different guy.
Who? Well, what if she loves him in
I
different
mean-
ways?
You mean positions or ways?
Different ways. Like a girl can love people differently, you know. She may
I think
love
you're talking about positions.
no. She may love like this guy from like a different way, and this guy like be like so in love with him, like in love. Like there's different types of love. You know, there's like, that first love you had, you'll never get over him or love anybody like him. But you'll love people, just not like him.
Is that true?
Yeah, like my first love, I never thought I would love anybody else like that, and I would ever get those feelings back, because you generally don't. You know, your first love, you don't ever get those kind of feelings back again for anybody else, you know? So I loved him a lot differently than I think I will ever love anyone else in my life.
That's the way it was for mine.
Yeah.
To this day, I think.
Yeah. Even after everything they put you through or did, you still love them probably, you know? It's just that unconditional love, and it's a different type of love.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You want to add something to that, Nat?
No, I gotta admit that first love is just like it's
I
something
tell you.
you always kind of.
It hits you, and it just stings, and it's embedded, and it's burned in you.
I mean, I remember my first
Burns anymore, but it's there. I mean, you could feel the scars on it. I mean, like, you ever have a scar, you're like, yeah, I remember that one. It doesn't hurt really that much anymore. Now, if you press real hard on it, it might, right? Bumpy, but you don't really think about it much unless you bump it or something. You're like, oh, yeah.
I know that feeling. Yep. And I am fortunate. I felt that I feel that way now with the guy I'm with now. Like I felt all those feelings I had when I first met my first husband, which I was like, this is weird. It was scary. But I definitely feel all that with him. So that's why I'm like really adamant to make this one work.
I mean, so how many times have you felt that way?
No, only one time. That's
Only
why.
one time?
Only one time. And I never thought I would feel that way again. And I knew something was different and special about him because I felt that with him. And it only got stronger with time. And it's like an addiction. Once you feel it again, you don't want to let it go, of course. So you don't ever think, when you can get that feeling again that you had with your first, and you get all those feelings back a second time, you're like, you don't want to let that go. You're like adamant about making it work and stuff. That's the sucky part about that part. When you do get all those feelings you had with the first. But it is possible to get that with another person. It just takes a special type of person, I guess. Or someone similar to the person you were with years ago. That kind of bring us up and remind you of a time in your life where you were comfortable and you felt loved the most.
All right.
It's a familiar feeling with another person, so it kind of brings you back.
I mean, there's only 2 girls I really cared for. I mean,
did you have the same kind of feelings or different? I'm thinking it was the one that was the model.
No.
You never loved her?
I didn't love her.
Really?
That's why I let her go.
I thought you loved her.
I didn't love her.
Shame on you.
No, that's why I let her go. That's why I let her go, because I didn't
shocked.
love her.
Yeah, she cheated on you. You were real mad about that.
But no, so I forgot what I was my friend. Oh, so I mean, there were distances apart. Like the two girls I cared for, they were distances. I mean, one happened. I was with her for 3 years. We were engaged, and then we split up. And then it was probably 4 years later that I met, maybe five, that I met Jackie. Is the second one, and then that's it. And both of them, I kind of were blindsided that it ended.
Yeah, it's funny. They're so
I was
familiar to each other. Like they're so similar. They have similarities, and then
that
they
was
both kind of do the same thing to you.
blindsided.
Like
I didn't see it coming.
it's kind of like what happened to me too. It's weird.
But
Maybe we like people that do that to us.
I guess okay. So obviously I have to think about what I did wrong, what I did wrong.
You trusted somebody again.
Well, I guess okay. So for me, when I'm in a serious relationship, I kind of get comfortable. Maybe is the word. I get comfortable, and because I think I think of it as being a mature relationship where you don't have to worry about being threatened and jealous and those kind of things. But in reality, like Nat was saying, is you got to kind of, and I guess Amanda too. Nowadays, people want you to date them the whole time. They want you to be dating them the whole time, even when you're like 40 years into the relationship. I mean, I wasn't. I was 10 years in.
I mean, my grandma and grandpa still went on dates and they dated each other. And they had like date nights and they played like card games and stuff.
I'm not saying
That's
don't
cute.
interact. Obviously, you're gonna
Well,
interact.
no,
with
like
them,
they took time to do those kind of things for each other with each other, and they went on like vacations. I think what I'm talking about is like when people just like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? They just kind of like take each other for granted, and they're not even polite to each other anymore after a while.
I wouldn't say that it's taking them for granted. So in my case, I would try to, be a cooking duty. So I would cook.
Oh.
I like cooking. Kid duties, I'd take care of the kids. So I provide those acts of services that I thought meant something, but apparently to her it didn't.
So what was her love language?
She said, and we took the test. She said it was quality time, and I forget what the other one was.
So you thought taking care of the kids, which is your responsibility partly anyways.
Oh, her other one was acts of service, which I did.
Some kind of like favor to her?
Yeah. Okay,
How
so
did she define quality time?
well, and I guess that was the definition. We never really talked about that. But my idea of quality time was, okay, I always cooked. I mean, well, when obviously I worked. So when I wasn't working on the weekends, I would cook. So I was taking that, acts of service, what I thought was an act of service, and doing the dishes. I thought that was an act of service. But apparently, maybe to her it wasn't. I don't know. I really don't know what she wanted, because it kind of ended with her running off with different people. And
yeah, she took you for granted. That's what that sounds like.
I mean, I think she took me for granted and just put, like I was talking about earlier, you can just replace somebody with somebody else that could do whatever it is you're looking for them to do, and just move on from there. I guess that's kind of what.
But I don't look at like acts of service like you taking care of your own kids. Nah, like that's something you're supposed to do.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't do that, and I mean, anybody knows me. I spend a lot of time with my kids, like more than most women.
You would let her go out and have girl night with me.
Yeah.
And then she'd do some crazy stuff, and I'd feel like obligated to tell him, which I did. So if you're ever my friend too and you're dating him and you do something wrong, I will call you out and I will let him know about it because I have his back.
Yeah, but I agree with Amanda on that one. Yeah, you taking care of the kids. That's not acts of service for her. She don't.
That's your job. You're supposed to.
That's not an act of service?
No, because that's your obligation. You're supposed to. You made them too. You need to share
but I know a lot of guys that don't do that. They're not involved with
and they're
kids.
Chumps, and they don't probably even have a girlfriend or a family.
They don't cook. They don't wash dishes. They don't take out trash. They don't, whatever. Maintain the cars. her car breaks
Now
down.
that I
Sorry,
think is an act of service.
I do that
because that's not even
you know
your
what I mean?
responsibility, but you're doing it anyways. Now I think that kind of stuff, taking care of the car, fixing her computer, those are acts of service. But things like everyday house jobs that you're supposed to be sharing.
I don't think though, Amanda, you're an anomaly. Then I don't think most women think of that as active service.
I don't think
Well,
sharing the house responsibilities are acts of service.
Okay.
But like when my man takes care of my car,
that's just something you're supposed to do for a lot of people.
yeah.
Okay, and
I just think it's like an everyday thing that you should be sharing with someone. You live there too. You should be dumping the trash too. You put trash in there. You should be doing the dishes. You eat off the dishes. Those are like everyday things you should do. You would be doing that on your own if you lived by yourself. Now, taking care of her car or doing something like that, taking her laundry to go get it washed, dry clean. That's nice acts of service. That's her responsibility, but you're doing it for her.
I guess what both of you are saying is that it has to be something that impacts her singularly.
Yeah.
To be considered an act of service. Okay, well, and I did those things too. She wanted to get into photography. I helped her with photography.
You did.
Now she does photography for a living.
And she makes
full
money.
time.
And she makes money off your stuff.
I mean, yeah, I most of the camera equipment I got it for her. Her transportation, I provided.
That was all her responsibility to do it. You took it upon yourself.
Her car breaks down, I fix it for her. Yeah, I did all those things. So I think I did a whole lot of acts of service, but apparently it wasn't enough.
She took you for granted because you did do a lot of those things for her, and it's helped her become successful too. She took it for granted. She took advantage of it. So maybe you did too much for her.
No, so I go back to the
that could be it. That could be it too.
So I go back to the thing of the women I've met recently. It's not you. You're not a singular thing that they like. It's the acts of services that you provide that anybody that they're attracted to, they can replace you just as easy. If they're attracted to somebody that does the same acts of service or more, then you could be replaced without a bat of the eye.
Okay, well, I'm rare, so I don't do that. I will complain and complain and complain, but I will never do that. I like the person in general, and so money and little trinkets and little things that they do for me, that's not as important as the way they treat me and their character, so because money can't buy those things, and those are the things that's going to stick forever. That person may not always do these little acts of, favors and stuff for you or whatever. That might go away, but how they are inside, how they show you how they are in the beginning, that's usually going to be what they are at the end too, So, I mean, compassion, a person's politeness or thoughtfulness, that all means more to me than all the other crap. That's just like bonus if they do that kind of stuff. Like a bonus, like good sex bonus. It's not the foundation, but it's like a bonus.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I think I'm flawed in the sense.
I think I'm different. I'm cut from a different cloth. I think some people are like that. And you're just lucky if you get a person like me. Yeah. If you're watching.
I think that I don't know. I'm just attracted to people who I'm attracted to. And no matter what they do, it doesn't never stop for some reason. I just can't turn it off. I can't turn it off.
That's me. It's me. I'll complain and complain, but I'll never turn off that attractiveness. And it's like I crave that person, who they are inside, outside, and the little stupid other things I complain about. It to me is not like gonna like make or break them. I'm not gonna be like, okay, well, this person bought me these nice pair of shoes because you wouldn't, so I'm going over here to them. Nah. I mean, that's easy. Anybody could do those things for you. But the way they treat you, not everybody's going to treat you like
I'm telling you, the women that I've met since I've been single, that's how they are. They can replace you.
People can buy you things and say sweet nothings, but at the end of the day, all that matters to me is how a person treats me and their character.
So
how they treat you. So they treat you, they give you X, Y, and Z. You're attracted to them. You can replace him with this dude. If dude gives you X, Y, and Z, you're trying to
because
take this guy
anybody
out, put
can
this
buy
guy
you
in.
things and say sweet nothings. It doesn't generally mean that's going to be like that forever, and they can be treating you like shit later on. So I go with the person who treats me good and the person who is compassionate, and something usually grabs me about their looks, and nobody else has that. So yeah, I stick with that. So because anybody can wine and dine you, anybody, it's so easy, and that can fade. So that's not something I grab onto and sink my claws in. No, at the end of the day, it's their character of a person, and it's how they treat you, not how they wine and dine you.
You want to add something to that?
So 3 points, and I got to close out some because I got a couple of things.
Yeah, that's all.
We're gonna go around and around with this.
This is our last
Number
question.
one is, by and large, when I say these blanket statements, there's always exceptions, etc. But by and large, women want to be number one. When they stop feeling like they're number
Yeah.
one, even to the kids, that becomes an issue. Number two.
Yeah, like sharing date night with the kids.
Is that good or bad?
I mean, once or twice, but
Yeah,
free
they
date
want.
night, I want one at least that's focused on me or us.
Us who?
Like my man and me.
Okay, I
want,
didn't know if you meant you and the kids.
No,
Okay.
just me, focused on me.
On you.
Let's do something I like.
And if they don't feel like they're number one, they'll start to look. How can they upgrade?
I think you're right.
How can they upgrade? And that's what you're saying there. Number two, I agree with Amanda. I think you were too nice. So there's this study, right?
Yeah.
There's this
Show
study.
her how it really is. How men out there will really treat a girl.
Yeah.
Hey, you go take care of your car. Oh, it's not so easy, is it? Now you should appreciate when I do it for you.
Mm-hmm. I remember I was out there in the cold. It'd be like snowing out.
He'll be scrubbing it. I remember you cleaning Holly's car, and I was like, "Oh, that's so sweet. I wish a guy would do that for me."
Yeah, Holly did a lot there.
Number two would be there's this fine balance, and the degree is different for each person, but this fine balance of stability and unpredictability at the same time. So there was this study, right? They probably got way more millions in grants than they should have for the study, but a bunch of scientists, professors had these pigeons, and what they did was have one little feeder where they would have pellets come out after like 8 or 10. They would peck at it, they get a pellet, peck at it, get a pellet. After about 10 or so, it would stop producing pellets. And the pigeon would tat, 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 and finally it got frustrated and left that feeder. The second feeder, the pigeon came up and
exhausted trying.
There was pellets comes down constantly, and they peck at first. They peck, and then now that they knew they could get that food anytime, they got bored. They got lazy to go. Every once in a while they'll peck. They did other things. They just wasn't excited about that anymore. The third feeder would randomly have pellets come out. So the pigeon would constantly be pecking at it. They knew it would eventually get food. They don't know which one. So how does that relate? If you don't have any unpredictability, I mean, you got to have pellets come out because that's security. That's provisions. But if you constantly just do it and don't have any predictability to it, they get bored.
I think that was my fault then because I was very predictable. I think that's probably maybe my worst characteristic is I'm very predictable. You know what I'm going to do every time.
So there's got to be some change on that.
Yeah.
So
I got to change that up. Make you don't know what I'm going to do next.
I love that. Like, I love coming home and there's something different planned, or
move the couch around a little bit.
Yeah. What is that did? Like, he came home to his whole bedroom, reorganized. And
change the picture frame from this wall to that wall.
Yeah.
But at the same time, but you don't want to move every 6 months, right?
Right. Yeah, right.
Man, you don't want to move every 6 months.
I don't ever want to move.
Yeah, so there's a certain level of stability, but then you want some variation, some excitement that adds,
Yeah, like, hey, plan something out. Like, just totally take me off guard and plan something out. Like my first husband proposed to me like out of nowhere, and the way he did it was like so. I'll never forget it till this day. He sent me on a scavenger hunt around the house with all these little letters telling me where to go, and I come down the steps finally, like frustrated, like, okay, what am I looking for? I'm not looking for any more of these stupid letters. And he's on his knees down below the stairs. I mean, that is like ingrained. That was so spontaneous. That was something he never did anything like that before. So I think being spontaneous and changing it up really adds spice and keeps it fresh. Like you are still dating. Yeah.
Imagine that. So we learned something today.
Like, my man's come home and I've been like completely in a little naughty outfit cooking for him and stuff. And he's like, what's the occasion? Nothing. I love you. And I just, wanted to do something for you.
Keep it spicy, guys.
Keep it spicy.
All right. So that's a good place to end this. And thanks for Nate
watching
coming out again.
Dude stuff.
Ricky, even though you didn't say nothing.
Alrighty.
Y'all take it easy.
Bye.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Cheers to a good night and a good show.
Good show.
And do stuff.